So, how y'all doing?
All right.
Better, so worse than others.
Huh?
What's going on over there?
Huh?
No, he said, "What's going on with you?"
Oh no, nothing. Everything is going fine, man. Everything going fine.
All right, all right.
Everything
Yeah, we
going
see that
fine.
you hopped in and hopped back out. You was trying to get a connection.
Yeah, I was trying to get a connection. Plus, I was indisposed at the moment, so
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, but now what I was saying though, Steve, just about when I say fund myself, it's not even fund myself. It's fund everything that the House of Resources, the CEO Youth League. So that helps me operate better for Shield of Valor too. You know what I'm saying? Like when I can fund the House of Resources and fund what I'm doing, it affects everything that I'm doing. It's not just one thing that it helps. It helps everything that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying about it's a freeing feeling when you figure out how to self fund yourself to kick off. It's definitely not the funds that you need to really, really go, but to even get it going, this what is what's needed for me to get it going, to do my part. Like I say, on behalf when I'm dealing with you, when I'm dealing with all the different partners and everything that we got tied up together in this House of Resources. It's so many moving parts that the House of Resources need to have a sturdy foundation to help everybody in the moving. You know what I'm saying? The parts that's moving.
yeah. Definitely get what you're saying. We're looking at doing the same thing. Coming back. Like you said, self funding. Looking at not just different ideas, different things to do to self fund to for the overall what we're doing. What I mean, from the nonprofit to Shield of Valor. With our nonprofit, which is a Valor Elite Youth Enrichment Foundation. That's one of the things that we're looking into as far as you know, um, like I said, self funding, getting funding as far as how we're doing with the CPR, connecting it with the CPR, connecting with other different types of organizations like churches, like people like yourself with CEO Youth League, those type of things where we can put these things together and work with these different types of organization and how it can, like you said, self fund itself, where things are still getting
To get
paid
moving.
for
Yeah.
service, get
Because
moving.
once we get it moving, everything gonna jump on. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, it's about getting it moving. What's going on, Mr. CEO?
what's up? What's going on, brother? How y'all doing, man?
Nah, we just talking about just like I put the year 2024 the year of Shield of Valor, and
Okay.
I was just telling Steve about I feel more free. I've been feeling handicapped for the last few months trying to figure out because this was the first year for the House of Resources, so this is the first year of me doing a lot of different things, even knowing about the nonprofits, and so I'm new to this game. I've been doing the work for a long time, but I'm new to the business structure of setting it up to really make it flourish. So this was a big year. So we accomplished a few things. We actually got y'all out here in Texas a couple times in this year. So
Right.
but I
Right.
know if I was functioning higher and the House of Resources was in a more firm position, that would help everybody included, including Shield of Valor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the freeing feeling that I have now, knowing that now I got a vehicle to start funding, self-funding, and that will lead to all the things that I can do to start getting the big money to start coming in. You know what I'm saying? So I named it 2024, man. So hey, Mr. CEO, let us know what we're looking for going into this 24, the objectives and the goals, and like you called me the other day. You called me crunk talking about, hey, I'm ready to go, man. It's go time.
Yeah, man. All right. So
So
this is
let's
good
talk
evening,
about what
everybody.
2024 looking like, man.
All right. Good evening, everybody. It's Jason Libby. Um, as you said, CEO of Shield of Valley Executive Protection. What we're looking forward to in 2024 is that we're going to have a variety of things taking place. We want to get with the school districts as far as doing security and protection of the schools, patrolling, and also get some CPR courses going on. It's imperative that our youth know what the CPR procedures are in administering the life-saving techniques to those who are in duress. So this is one of the things that we're going to be promoting to the school districts for the youth from the age of 11 on up to senior high school. So we want all the children to be, acclimated to, hey, saving a life, so 2024, here we come, you know what I'm saying? Also, we want to get, as Steve said, we want to get more into um, implementing and promoting our nonprofit organization, Valor Elite Youth Enrichment Foundation. And some of the things that we're going to be doing, we want to work with other uh, nonprofits that do certain things within the community that the kids could, the young men, young women can get a part of, that they'll be able to start their own either business, become a prominent member of society, or just be able to turn their life around. So this is what we're trying to do with both Shield of Valor and with Valor Elite Youth Enrichment Foundation. So, hey, we coming in with the flood, everybody. So, hey, prepare to swim, or hey, just get out of the water. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
yeah, yeah. Like
For
Jason
sure,
said,
for sure.
coming in with some big things coming in with the new year 2024. Got some things set up, like you said, with the nonprofit Valor Elite Youth Enrichment Foundation, especially working with the youth, working with the program that we're looking to do with especially with the young men and young women as well. Um, so, we're getting prepared for that. CPR, patrols, and then still doing things as far as, like you said, with Shield of Valor, executive protection, with the high level of security, coming in with the patrols, public safety, or whatnot. So, hey, 2024 is looking coming off with a good year. So, we're
Yeah,
gonna keep it pushing, man.
yeah, it's definitely the first goal I have. I definitely want to lock down this Build a Nation conference, because I know that's going to be a job for Shield of Valor. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to figure out how big or whatever, but that would be a job. But my first goal coming in, as far as Shield of Valor for this 2024, is to get that first contract. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like just the first,
Right.
just a first contract, man. Just to actually be contracted with someone. That's the first goal going into this new year. So I'm definitely gonna get with Miss Phyllis. I'm definitely gonna go back up to Temple High School and talk to Mr. I think Russell. I met him a couple of times, and I was supposed to go back and talk to him, but I just haven't. But I'm gonna go make back with them. Probably not until after the first of the year, because you know how everything's shut down for holidays,
Right.
and I think they out of school. They out of school already anyway. They don't go back until after
Right.
like
They don't go until
Right.
the 9th
yeah,
of the 9th
yeah,
of
yeah,
January or something like that.
yeah. January like
Yeah.
6th or something like that. But
Man.
definitely, yeah, but yeah, definitely, man. But that's really my goal as far as Shield of Valor is getting that first contract within this first month of the year. And I mean, hopefully more than one, but that's the goal, just to go and get that first one we can celebrate. We can have a
Mhm.
virtual toast or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we'll be flying into Texas.
So man,
Hey,
we fly
we're
in
gonna
and
be
do that
live,
toast,
live in
man.
person for that one,
That's
bro.
not a problem.
You know,
Yeah, man. But yeah, so what as goals and things that we want to accomplish, I know that was one, the contracts period, multiple contracts, but just that first one. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I can seek it myself. Of course, we all want to get contract, but if I can actually go out and find one and bring it to the table, that'll be the highlight. You know what I'm saying? For me,
Right.
But
right?
Right.
so that right there, of course, you called me today and gave me the July dates for July, right? Yeah, July dates for
Yeah,
the
4th of
camp.
July. Yeah, for
So
the
that
camp.
getting that first contract plus multiple contracts and that camp, and then doing this Build a Nation conference and having that contract. Those are some of my Shield of Valor goals. I got a lot of things going on, but as far as Shield of Valor, those definitely are my goals. I know I was telling my partner, because I'm getting ready to shoot that a movie, and I told him, I said, yeah, we're gonna have to have, because I'm gonna have this big job scene where it's gonna turn into a protest and all that. I said it's only right if we have Shield of Valor that come out and try to make sure that don't nothing get out of control at this massive protest during the movie. So we got to plug Shield of Valor in the movie too. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hey, most definitely. Hey man, that's be a blessing, bro.
So we
Right.
like I'm just thinking on so many ways, and that's why I'm excited. And I, like I said, I've been in the last couple of months, I've been just trying to figure it out. And I've been talking to people about doing some investing then. And it's easy, and what you have to do really to really be successful in the long run, when you're in desperate need of money, those are the times to turn down the money most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're in desperate need of, and that's what I have to learn, that I done turned down some, I ain't gonna say no big money, but tens of thousands of dollars, you know what I'm saying? But I would have gave up so much right now at the beginning stages that in a couple years I would hate myself. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, so we have to be willing to go through these trials and tribulations because we building it, and we building it as melanated men, and that don't make it no easier. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all. Not at
Yeah.
all. But you know what?
You know what I'm saying?
All things are possible, man.
Yeah, that is not a bonus. It's a bonus in life, but it's not a bonus when you're trying to deal with business, and especially in this type of business, because it's dominated by other people. I say, you know what I'm saying. This is not something that we're dominated. If we was doing some sports or something, they'd be like, oh yeah, it's a dime a dozen of y'all. You know what I'm saying. This is something right here. We're in a space where I'm pretty sure we're gonna run across some, but this is very, very few, you know what I'm saying? So we really trying to break into something that's not easy to break into, especially on the level that y'all doing it. Because when I was on my executive protection, I didn't even know what it had. Y'all had to school me what it was. I'm like, man, so I'm thinking of a bouncer. You like, oh no, this ain't no bouncer stuff, man.
This is not
Jay, when I first said that to Jason, he kind of looked like I disrespected him a little bit. Like,
no.
Ain't no
No,
bad,
not even like that.
But then he just broke it all the way down to me, though. You know what I'm saying? Then he broke it down to me. I'm like, oh, this is like a science and security. You know what I'm saying? This is like a real science, man.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as those are some of my goals, let's talk about some goals that y'all thinking about for this next year. I know I felt the energy in your conversations, Jason. Like you ready, you pumped, you like we gotta do this, you know.
Hey man, we gotta do it big time, bro. We gotta get this. We gotta get this going because the goal that I really would like to see really take off. Now, being that we did get our nonprofit started and everything, we really would like to get really started with working with the youth that are at risk, working with the youth that are prime, they say beyond redemption, so to speak. Really want to work with those young men and women that everybody want to seem to give up on, because we don't know who we giving up on if we turn our backs on these kids. You know what I'm saying? So one of the goals I want to see is like Shield of Valor, you know what I'm saying, CYO Youth League, you know what I'm saying, CEO Youth League. I'm sorry about that, Tony. My bad, bro. And other nonprofits get together and really just really collectively come together. We talk, we sit down, we brainstorm, and we come up with some solution for these kids, man. Now there's camp that's coming up in July. What we did last year, this year, next year is going to top that off. Next year is going to, we really looking to top this off. So we really want, if we could get some kids from Texas to come out, you know what I'm saying? Sponsor some kids come out there and just, anyone that's dealt with loss, anyone that's dealt with gun violence, losing someone to gun violence. Yeah. Hey, we want to help all those kids, you know what I'm saying? And then what we got going on in Texarkana, I'm sorry, accent run away from me right now. If we could get a facility, you know what I'm saying? And what I found out was young men learn better outdoors than inside of a classroom. You know what I'm saying? So if we could do something like that, get the young men, into an element to where they want to be able to become that man that leads their home, man that spiritually leads their home, man that sits up there and works with his hands and not having a problem. Wife asks him like, "Hey, can you do this for me? Hey, I got that, babe. We don't have to pay nobody, even though that's somebody's job and something like that." And we're not knocking that, but hey, be able to do certain things, basic things around the house, get young men back to that era. You know what I'm saying? Be able to toughen that skin up because life is harsh. Especially for us. You know what I'm saying? So life is harsh. So get them to that point where we're not going to sugarcoat nothing that you're doing right now, but we're going to get you to manhood the best way we know how. We're going to pour into you what's in us. We're going to pour it into you. All right, being positive, real, male role models or whatnot. We're going to take all of this, who we are as men, all of the ups and downs that we had to go through, all the no's that we had to take, because no basically means next opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So we want to take all of that and pour it into you so you know how to navigate life without getting your feelings hurt, without acting like the world owe you something, feeling entitled. You know what I'm saying? We want to get young men back to being men, a man, meeting all needs. That's what man stands for, meeting all needs. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of the goals that we want to do, as far as the nonprofit, Shield of Valor. You know what I'm saying? There's some things that we're going to implement from the nonprofit that will carry over into Shield of Valor. We're not going to tell them that because we don't want them like, oh, well, I got something coming up after I leave this. No, 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 no. We want your mind focused on this program because we want you take this right here and use this as, I won't say a weapon, but use it as something where somebody that's formidable, so to speak. So that's one of the goals we got going on. Yeah. Tony,
I would say a weapon because life is we at war. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not war
right.
in the aspect of what y'all, you know what I'm saying, what y'all seen and stuff like that. But we are at war when it comes to just the way it's set up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And unfortunately, we losing that war because most of us don't realize it. You know what I'm saying? We actually just think we're just free people living in, like a great situation, a great society, and we so used to just barely making it and barely getting by and being stressed out. We so used to all these things, we normalized it, and it's not normal. Most Americans live at a dysfunctional level or situation, and we don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's because it's become normalized to be like, y'all messed up, but yeah, everybody messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, how do we fix this? We don't supposed to be like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the problem? So I feel like Shield of Valor can do so many things because it's not just like protected. It's not just gonna be, when we talk about the community aspect that I want to do, we're gonna be in there not just talking about like just having a gun and police in a corner or doing this and that. It's actually in there talking and actually talking and building and like you say, it's a mental thing because a lot of these people damaged mentally. It's not even what they're doing is not even really the problem. Is why they're doing it because they think a certain way. And we can get them to start thinking a certain way, and they be like, "Oh, like these guys are serious. These guys got the guns. These guys doing this and that, but these guys really care about us. These guys want to see us make it out." And that's going to help build that bond even stronger, man. So definitely.
Like community relations, you know what I'm saying? Just like we're patrolling. Go ahead, Steve.
Oh no, I was going to elaborate on that. Like you said, community relations, because that's definitely getting involved with the community. Getting more involved, giving those critical thinking skills, working with the youth. Working especially with the young man, our community, especially within the Black community, we have endured so much trauma and still continue to deal with a lot of trauma. But we have to start coming up with our own solutions instead of looking for outside resources to come in and try to do certain things. Not to say those can't do those certain things, but we have to start being our own solution and teaching the youth that, especially these young men out here, to where, hey, there's some different ways on how to handle, emotions when you come across issues in life in general,
right.
Because, walking around with a lot of anger, especially, even I want to say even with myself, I remember when we were all young once, and
right, man.
you're trying to figure out life, hey, you just mad at the whole world. And sometimes, especially as a young man, hey, you walk around with a chip on your shoulder, ready, want to say, try to knock someone's head off. You know what I'm saying? They say the wrong thing to you. Hey,
Hey, you
that's
about
all
to
it takes.
square up.
You you ready to rock and roll. So we want to definitely deal with with these young men out here on how to handle their emotions, and just like Jason said, dealing with trauma issues. I mean, it's just so many things. You know, teaching them, dealing with, especially our young women, being helpful, being productive, being positive role models for young, young women or whatnot. So it's just, a lot of things working with the youth. Um, Even with me, start working with the youth, it's like, you start realizing how much of an impact you really do when you start getting that feedback. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Right.
And so the nonprofit is I know you said you got it in Texas, so is it already officially a 501c3 or you still waiting on that part?
We're still waiting on that part.
Yeah, we're still waiting on that
We're still
part.
waiting on
We're going to be doing some things, to see, what's going on or whatnot to make it, make the 501c3 to make it get official. So that way we can be, 501c3 with the nonprofit.
Man, it's I gotta put the dog up, man. Say, man.
Dog, the dog giving you some issues right now.
No, he just bark. I told you I got me a German Shepherd, man. Oh my god.
Oh man. Oh Lord.
I
This
have no
God
idea,
help you.
man.
this
God bless
dude,
you and God help
man. My last dog was like American Bulldog, and he was just like a person. He just like chilled. Like I'm talking about being in his own world.
you.
As long as I drop some food and some water, I ain't man. I'm like he was like a person. You know that he was good. This dude here, man.
Something
He,
wrong with
Yeah,
it.
he's like what, 14 months. He's just like he's digging up everything, he's sniffing everything, he biting on everything, he barking everything,
He need
everything,
to. He
man.
need to. If he's a shepherd, he needs to. He knows he's a working dog. Number one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he knows he's a working dog because, like, my Malinois, she's with my daughter right now for 2 weeks because we need a break because she been tearing up, bruh. She been tearing up everything. When I say she bit through metal, bruh, that's how terrible she is. She bit through metal. She tore up canvases. This dog got issues. Issue without dog.
oh man. So I'm like,
Is she
ugh,
still a puppy? Yeah, she's still a puppy. Like a year old. Yeah, she's still a puppy. But she a handful. Lord Jesus, she a handful.
I'm telling man, I'm like, this dude be just I told him your grandpa must be in the history of sheriff dogs or something. He just sniffing and he's just an investigator, man. He's like into
Right.
everything. He probably got a grandpa in the Hall of Fame or something.
Right.
Real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh,
Oh man.
but yeah, now she had to put him up because he was just barking too much. I think he hear me in here, and he already barking everything that even come close to the house. But I think he hear my voice in his room, so he just won't stop barking.
He wanted he want
But
that.
but we good now though. But yeah, man, I'm super excited, man. So as far as I know, Jason want me to get a hold of Miss Phyllis to talk to her about what she was talking about last time. See if we can get anything shaken that way. Get with the schools.
Even
So,
the
but
foster care
what?
system, man.
Huh?
Even the foster care system, you know what I'm saying? That get some of these, get some of the foster care parents involved. Be able to, just have an outlet for them. You know what I'm saying? And the kids, hey, get them certified as CPR or whatever. Just make outlets. Um, create some outlets for everybody or whatnot. We see what you're doing with the youth league, man. We just like, okay, there's some things that we want to implement with our what's that, our nonprofit, because we even have a like a kudos camp coming up. When we supposed to do that, Steve?
We're looking to put it together, before the camp that's going to be coming up in July.
Yeah.
Um,
So
so like with the kudos thing, it's like it's giving the kids like
a taste.
a really a little small taste of what
Yeah.
military life is on a deployment. Or we can we can rent out a park for like a night or two, and we set up like GP tents. GP tents is like I don't know if you ever seen in the military movies where they have these
The big old green tents,
big old green tents
the
or
big old
whatever.
green tents that have like
that they
camera
walk
netting
up
over
in.
'em.
You talking
Huh?
about the ones they walk up in? They be like up in.
Yeah, it's like a big old this picture like a big old tent is about size of maybe like almost like maybe it's the size of a warehouse, but half size of that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's
Or
just a big tent. Yeah,
yeah,
it's like
just a big
I
old
know what
tent.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we can we can get access to that type of equipment. In the military we call it cocks, and it's basically it's, it ain't nothing but just almost like a lawn chair. Remember like those old school lawn chairs where they kind of like
Yeah, you talking about the military beds that
yeah
come
Yeah,
out?
man.
yeah
Yeah.
I done came across a few of them. People every time I get something like that, boy, people come for that stuff fast. Like, yeah, I know
yeah
what you're talking about. I don't. Ooh, man, that don't look too comfy, man. I'm just say that. You
It's
know.
not.
yeah it's not it's definitely not. I can tell you that's definitely
Imagine
not
my big behind land on that thing, man.
coming.
Shoot,
Well,
man,
we're gonna get them
the
like a small
disrespect is
taste.
real.
Yeah, man.
The
Well, yeah, like
disrespect
give
for
them a
that
small.
stuff, boy. Whew, man.
Yeah, man. Like I said, just give them a small taste what the deployments
What it's
like.
gonna be like.
Just some
Yeah.
MREs.
Yeah, give us
We're
some
gonna have like
MREs. Just show them what it's
yeah.
like.
Just showing was like we're gonna have like some events. As far as part of obviously we're gonna make sure on the um legal base. The parents because we want the parents to stay with their kids and stuff.
Right.
But what I'm saying, we're gonna have all that stuff set up to where, hey, we're gonna make sure for number one, the kids' safety. What I'm saying, that's gonna be number one. Make sure all the administration, permission from the parents, et cetera, et cetera. Um, to reinsure that the parents, their kids, if they can't stay, whether we want we're still in the works where it's going to be maybe a 1 day or 2 day event. Want to make sure with the parents is okay to for them to stay out. We're going to have like definitely security, and then also keep it in integrity. Make sure watching the kids, as far as like instructors vetting personnel, make sure everything is good to go, so that way to give the parents to reinsure with the parents that their kids is going to be safe. Um, so we're going to make sure all that's going to take care of. And then we're going to have some events where, we have different, obstacle courses throughout the day and night for them, different types of, fun events that you're doing in the military or whatnot. Like I said, some of the things that we do, I won't say necessarily do on deployments or how we live more so. This is like more so on a little bit taste of how military personnel live during like a combat deployment. You know, uh,
Right.
it definitely gets rougher. What I'm saying,
Yeah. Really.
where you actually, I didn't slept outside with no tent,
Nothing.
no sleeping bag, no nothing.
Nothing.
Like, you out with the
just
stars.
just got your weapon, got your pack under your head. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but sometimes because that depends on mission dependent, on combat missions. So, but on for the most part, we are like in GP tents and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, just give
So
them
we
a
want to
taste
give
of
the
it. They're
kids.
gonna like
Yeah, you
in
go ahead, Jason.
process. Yeah, they're gonna in
Yeah,
process like they're coming into the military.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna get their gonna have their backpacks, take their backpack from them, have it sitting up there. So just like we're issuing them their gear. get out. You know what I'm saying? Go to your respective tents or whatever, and just get ready to enjoy a military experience. So
Yeah.
like all your phones and stuff, forget it.
Yeah.
Not gonna have it. And then we gonna just have like events for them, like an obstacle course or something like that for them to go through. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna do no regimental or anything like that. We are gonna have them in small platoons, but we're gonna break them up into those platoons, and they're gonna go head to head. We're gonna go to war, so to speak, with each other. And then once whatever team wins, they get the group surprise. You know what I'm saying? There's a prize that's gonna be waiting for them or whatnot. So. Yeah. So this is one of the things that we got planned for the kudos camp. Now for the camp that you're going to be a part of, Tony. Yeah, that one we brother, we got to put our heads together for that one because this past one, the kids still talking about it. How fun it was.
We're gonna do it big. Like I said, I got family out
this
there.
One's gonna be big, brother. And I'm gonna tell you right now, between now and then, please get in shape because.
Oh yeah,
we got something for them. We got something for them.
I'm sore as we speak, man. Getting in shape, so I'm already ahead of the curve. I'm sore right now as we speak. You know, yeah, for real, yeah. And I got on my little juice machine, so I'm gonna start just juicing and all that type of stuff. So now I'm already. That's just something I want to do just in life because I realized that I just got to. You talk about all this building this and doing this, and you going, and sometimes you feel like mentally you were prepared and stuff, but then you leaving your body behind. So you prepared and you all strong mentally, and then you get busy and get going, and your body just tap out on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mind is telling me no. You know what I'm saying? But my body, you know what I'm saying?
You can forget your body there, bro.
So, and that's just a big part of this whole thing that I'm doing, and I'm doing a lot. So I got to have my mental sharp. And that comes with the rest. That comes with sharpening that, and I got to have my body right. So I got to eat right. I got to get the proper rest. I got to exercise. You know what I'm saying? And I used to tell people, I got a thrift store, so I'll be moving stuff. So that's exercise. That ain't no exercise, man. You know what I'm saying?
You'd be surprised, man. Shoot.
Say, and speaking of that dog is what told me a couple of weeks ago I'm gonna get in shape because I got the wrestling with him about maybe about 6 seconds and I was out of breath. It might have been 3, but it felt like at least about 6-7 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like this. I'm like, oh yeah, it's time for me to. Ain't no way in the world I should be breathing like that after that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, just imagine how we was up there in the mountains, and I got this all black Belgian Malinois. She's a part of the Shepherd family, but she's a lot smaller. This little thing, boy, she got out of her harness and she chased a coyote. Am I lying, Steve?
Nah, man. Hey, we
she chased the coyote down, bro. He was like, okay, she ain't afraid of nothing, but she ain't got no home training.
Yeah, don't even, man. Tell you, they ain't afraid of nothing, man. So
she ain't afraid of nothing. It's like this chick. Do you know what a coyote do to you? Coyotes eat pets. She's looking at me like, I don't care. He's coming over here around us. She chased this behind down. I was like, okay.
Hey, she got the heart. You know what I'm saying?
She got that heart though, man. She's that breed. I don't know if you've seen what was that? John Wick 3 with Halle Berry. Mm-hmm. You didn't see that one? She has 3 dogs in there that are Belgian Malinois. You see how they attack. That's what she is. She's a tracker. She could like literally track you. Yeah. Like I told her, I gave her something to sniff my grandson. She went and found him up there at the camp. I said, go find Yusuf. She went and found Yusuf. I was like, she's a tracker.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, now we know to get her trained as a tracker, like sniffing and all that stuff. But she hard-headed. She, girl, of course. Sorry, ladies, if y'all watching this, it's nothing against y'all. We're talking about a girl dog. We're not talking about y'all. We're talking about a dog.
Hey, what do you say? You're just speaking in general, not
what I'm saying? I'm not speaking in general. I'm talking about this dog I own. So yeah.
No, because I'm
Yeah.
saying I got a boy, you know, he hard headed. So I'm just saying in general, dogs are like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to clean it up for you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right, right. You know,
I thought I cleaned up just a little bit. I thought I was kind of good. You know?
Yeah, well, you said, Jay said it didn't need no more. You added something to it, let it go, man. We're supposed to sweep it up under body. You know?
Right.
Nah, but for real, so nah, I'm excited about that, man, because that's gonna be and just thinking about it, I definitely got to do something down here, and it would be because remember we was putting that together last time, like a full day like activity situation, you know.
Right.
And then what ages did we say we can go down to 13, right? They can start getting a
CPR.
They
certification.
can actually from 11 years old,
Yeah,
man. They can actually go from 11 years old up until, you know what I'm saying, up until grown, you know, adult.
To adult.
Yeah, so we definitely we're gonna have to put something like that at the House of Resources again too, you know, because we was already talking about like a full next time y'all come out here, like have a full like 3, 4, 5 days of events and something to do, you know. So
Right.
that's something we definitely got to have I don't know, Shield of Valor week or something. We got to put something together and we do, I don't know if it's a paintball, whatever we end up doing, and just have like, you know, a week or so when y'all come out here and we just have the days of training, days of meeting with the different city officials and the schools or whatever, and you know, just put out a good little like tour next time y'all come down here and make sure we're
Right.
real productive those days. You know, we
Oh,
got.
you know, and at the same time, do a hiring blast as well too.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That whole
Yeah.
week we just have different events and hiring events and people that can come and meet y'all and stuff in person, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And then, but the people that's here that like the retired vets or the policemen or stuff like that, they gonna want to meet y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Right.
know, when it's talk about really coming on, because those type of people, they're really gonna be serious about they situation, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So them
Right.
the guys I gotta what they say, I gotta force y'all to the big bosses. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a
Right.
middleman trying to, hey, I'm just a middleman trying to keep everything afloat because they out of state. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
man.
but yeah, no, we definitely got to put that week together too. You know what I'm saying? Of a bunch of different events. So we got to put, and maybe that will maybe after, because if y'all gonna do something, and I'm trying to do the Build a Nation conference in the spring, and then we have that, and y'all gonna have the kudos, and that's gonna be even before the July event, right?
Right.
So I think we'll do it with down here, maybe make that like late September, August, September, or something like that. So we won't be trying to cram them all in, because what we want to do when we plan these things, we want to execute high. I'd rather have 3, 4 powerful events that's really executed at a high level than us trying to do 10 of them and they all low level type events. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Yeah.
I want to make sure that we do the count, and that's a success. I want to make sure the kudos is a success, and we have our week in the Build a Nation conference. That's a success, but that'll be a job. You know what I'm saying? But and then we have our week fest out here and stuff like that. And I think if we just do 4 or 5 events this year that's real powerful and execute them at a high, that'll be better than us just trying to do a bunch of just random ones. Of course, if we get the meetings and we get the calls and stuff that just pop up out of nowhere, that is what it is. But I'm talking about just for as events that we want to plan and set up for the year. I think that's what we need to do. We're about 4 or 5 good solid events from out there to here, and see what kind of real impact we can have with that type of setup.
Yeah. Definitely. Like I said,
Of course, if we still start getting the money, if it start raining on us, then we can do a whole bunch of events. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
It start raining on us. We can go on tour. You understand me? We can have a tour.
Right.
We can do the whole shebang with all the bells and whistles, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know,
get the tour bus and get cafe whole marketing team.
Yeah, for sure. So, of course, things can change. Of course, we get that one contract that can change all that. But I'm just saying, as far as just right now, the way we should be thinking going into the year, let's set up at least a good 5 solid events. Let's execute them. And then whatever things blow and pop out bigger or whatever, we'll handle that as we go.
Okay, how about this? How about this? What y'all think about this? All right, first event, Shield of Valor, right? First event will be for Shield of Valor as far as CPR, as far as the hiring event, as far as the what is that? Also, that we were talking about doing forest patrol or whatnot. We're talking with all of the prospective city council, those who are over different type of organizations within the community that will want to contract with us. Do something like that. First event. Second event, have a Valor Elite Youth Enrichment fundraiser. You know what I'm saying? Where um, we'll reach out to the school districts that have like the worst youth. I won't even say the worst youth. You know what I'm saying? But have the young people that everybody is like really trying to turn their back on, and we want to bring them on board or whatever for a small, just a little taste of what they would get from Valor Youth Enrichment as far as being with positive male role models, and we want to coordinate with other. We can coordinate with Doc out there in Texarkana. He's with the NAACP, and he knows a lot of people as far as like the correction facilities or whatnot. Yeah. And we could just have something for the kids, not even take them to a correctional facility, show them the correctional facility, but also show them something totally different. But we'll be that catalyst in the middle. It's like, hey, either you want to go here or you want to go there. But we're here to make sure that you go the opposite direction of where you think you want to go. Yeah. All right. So how about having an event, something like that? You know what I'm saying? We put our resources together and do something for them. Take them somewhere where they ain't never been. You know what I'm saying? If they've never been outside of the county, take them out of the county and take them somewhere where they'll be able to see something totally different. You know, like go to these go to some type of science fair. Go somewhere where they have performing arts. Anything that taps into their, you know what I'm saying? We gonna have to sit up there and do a dossier on them, and also do like a, just get inside their head and find out what they want or whatnot. But then we'll talk to them as if, you know what I'm saying, as if we're their brother. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Talk to them as if their brother. But when it comes to them joining the program, then that's when who let the dogs loose? You know what I'm saying? Who let the dogs out?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's definitely a good idea, and I think that's something we can do up there and down here and all in between. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Once we get going, like we can do it. We can do it in Texas. We can do it in Nevada. We're trying to wait for these people here in California if they get off their behind. They're supposed to Ben told us something, but that's just them. We get Texas, we get California, and we get Nevada, bro. You know the impact that would have, man?
Yeah, and that's gonna be big.
That's gonna be big.
And I was just thinking about something. I was talking to one of my mentees. I'm starting another podcast. I got a couple new podcast shows, but one of my podcast shows is well, I don't know the specific name of it, but I was talking to my mentee, and what I'm gonna do is do a podcast with him. He's 14. He's already had a couple of charges, this and that, and he's homeschooled, and he's just going through what I went through at 14 years old, with trying to not really want to be a street guy, but just like in it, you know what I'm saying, and all that. But what I'm doing with this podcast is I'm going to interview those guys. I'm going to interview, and of course, like I always got to get the sign off from the parents and everything. But I want the world to hear from, because we always hear the adults, especially adults that do that type of work or work with these type of kids. We always hear from them. We never hear from the youth though. You know what I'm saying? We never have little round tables where I can have a youth that's going through something right now on the podcast tonight, and then I can have y'all hop in and give them some encouragement, give them some game. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing like that where you actually turned a youth podcast show into like some mentorship slash counsel type of, you know what I'm saying? Like it's never been done before, so that's I'm already got that in works. And just when you was talking, I'm like, yeah, we need to mash all this together.
The round table podcast, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's both holistic healing and it's trauma based. It's trauma based of we'll say trauma based fundamentals that will help them, navigate through life or whatnot. So the kids come in and they'll tell us what is wrong, you know what I'm saying, with how they view life right about now. And then we come in and we show them a totally different way of how to view that. We're not going to try and change their mindset. We're just going to show them something totally different to where they change their own mindset to, you know what I'm saying, better in themselves. I like that, man. I like that idea.
Yeah, most definitely, because that's part of the, one of the things that we actually talked about with our program with the youth, as far as where we just do exactly something similar to that, to where, hey, let's do some holistic healing on especially on the trauma based type thing, because a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, some of these things is trauma based.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, there's things, whether it's going on at home or whatever the case may be with this child. Because we one of the things that we even talked about, we want intervention with the parents,
right.
you know what I'm saying, because they need to, whatever the issues that these kids that they have with their parents, or maybe the parents have with their kids, or it could be a mixture of both, whatever it is. It has to be, they got to come to some type of resolution, to where saying it can be more positive, especially for the kids, because the outcome is for the kid, saying, and having positive mentors, and talking with them, just like Jason said, and you as well, Tony. Hey, whatever the issue is, we give them, like I said, I want to say, a different perspective on how to handle that situation, because whatever situation they're going through, hey, we all been young, what I'm saying, young ones. We especially in our community, in the Black community and stuff, on how to handle certain things and whatnot. And maybe we, whether we came across it in our lifetime when we were younger, whether not, what I'm saying, giving our wisdom to these kids on how to handle things in life, how to control their emotional intelligence. I think that's a definitely excellent idea, brother.
Oh, I'm glad you said something, bro. Help the young men and show them what emotional maturity is. You know what I'm saying? How to navigate their emotions when dealing with certain things. Because I hate to say it, some of these kids nowadays are soft. We grew up back in the day where we drank out of water hose. We had to come in before the street light. We didn't have the internet. We couldn't, you know what I'm saying? You had beef with somebody. What did you do? You went outside and said something to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you handled it. You know what I'm saying? And what I would like for us to do is what's called an amnesty circle, man. You know what I'm saying? An amnesty circle where the kids could pour into that. They could pour their feelings into that circle. All right. And we hear, not just listen, we hear where they're coming from. All right. And at this time, like how we wanted to do, like it's like a breakdown to build up sort of thing. As far as saying yes sir, no sir, it's gonna be that respect factor. But young men, when there's a young lady talking, take your hat off. You know what I'm saying? Young lady walk in the door, give her your seat. If y'all sitting down, all y'all young men sitting down, something like that, and a young lady walks in, give her your seat. It starts with us. It may be corny to them, But hey, you doing something that she's not expecting. You're doing something that wouldn't nobody expect you to do just from looking at you.
Yeah.
They're looking at your outward appearance. We don't want to change your outward appearance. We want to change that inward man to where it will reflect your outward appearance. Nobody's going to have to tell you to pull your pants up because of who you are on the inside, because of positive male role models in your life will cause you to pull up your own pants and get something that fit. Don't look like they painted on, make you walk around looking like a superhero. You know what I'm saying? so, so, yeah. But this is, have an amnesty circle where they could come and say, hey, well, I did this without feeling like there's going to be any type of repercussions or anything like that. Yeah, I did school or something like that. Okay, we know we did school too. We ain't nothing big about that. Well, I don't like the way the teacher did that, and the third. Okay, well, how would you like to learn? What would make you, and we're going to tell them that fast money stuff, not here. No. So what would be a learning point or a learning tool for you to learn from in order for you to get the best out of life and make the most out of your life or something like that? That's what I'm thinking right about now.
And that's powerful. And that's why, because everything you said is spot on. And that's why the CEO Youth League, once it get running, is going to be so powerful, because the reason I started CEO Youth League, because I believe in everything you say, right? Because I was even told that when I was 11, 12 years old out in the streets. The only problem was, and that's why I created the CEO Youth League.
Right.
Where's that 11-year-old? If that 11-year-old having problems, or mom just divorced dad, so you know what I'm saying, whatever, it's multiple different problems that they had. I was 11-year-old that mom just divorced dad, and I moved from a town of 1,500 people to a town of 60,000 people in the hood, where people out smoking and drugs. Like, that was big. That was a big. I thought I was in New York City because I come from a little country town. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know, so when I started going outside and I wanted to make some money, and the guy on the corner said, "Come here, let me show you how to make some money." I didn't even know what I was doing. I thought he was showing me love because now I'm the oldest of four. My mom always at work, and he just showed me how to make money. So not even knowing what I'm doing, I'm thinking that this is the way, because now I can help my mom, right? So that's why when I came up to CEO Youth League, I'm like, so how can I take that same 11-year-old that really ain't trying to be no street person, but really just trying to figure out what's going on in his environment, and stumble across drugs? What if they stumble across the CEO Youth League and we show them how to start a business, or we show them about investing, or we show them about this and that?
There
you know what I'm saying? Because we can like I can tell you, don't sell drugs, that's bad, that's morally, you're gonna go to hell, this and that. Man, if you hungry and your lights off, you don't care about it if you're gonna go to hell for selling this. And like that's the reality. And that's why I like to talk to people that's high faith, whatever you are, because what I'm trying to do is connect the mindset that what you're saying is not wrong. I'm not Jason, my brother, and Jason is way more religious than me. But we still see eye to eye because we just want better life. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, brother.
And that's why I can meet anybody, Ed, because if we trying to better our community, we trying to better our life, and you just want to take care of your family and take care of your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's at the whatever level that is, that's your core. All that other stuff is just distractions to us. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to. I want us to realize that when we fussing at these kids and telling these kids get out the streets, get out that. It's what I tell the older people. What have you done to get them out the streets? We can't just tell them it's morally wrong, because they told me it was morally wrong. But if I can go outside at 13, 14 years old and make $1,000 a day, I don't care how morally wrong it is. I'm going. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I mean, you're exactly right, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, telling just like you said, remember when I was younger, being out there in the streets, trying to be out there in the streets like that. Oh, that's wrong. That's okay. Okay. What have you done to get these kids up out of the streets? Because telling them, they hear it all the time, right? So why not? We have to, give them the solutions and the tools and something that they need to, hey, look, you don't have to go that route, young blood. You know what I'm saying? There's a different route. Here, let me show you certain things. Here, like you said, investment. Here's certain things. You may want to try to, You know what I'm saying? Like you said, because I remember growing up, like you said, seeing those dudes, getting the fast money. They get a car. They got to get the cars. They getting the clothes. They get the girls, right? As a young man,
Right.
you're like, man, dang, I want to, you
I
seeing
want
that,
that
I want
too. You
that.
know what
I
I'm
want
want
saying?
that
that.
too. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go see what he's doing to get that, or just watching him, and
And
then
then see, and the
yeah,
problem is the people that preaches, not to cut your wisdom, the people that
no,
preaches
you
do
good.
right, because this
Mm,
is the problem I had. The people that tell you do right and you're gonna go to hell and this and that, we look at your life and it's like, and that's why I tell people I don't care about money like that. I live below my means because I just don't buy. I make money. When I talk to y'all today about the situation where I can raise more money, it was only to what? Put more money into more businesses. Like I
right.
don't have money for me to have this and me to shine, and I don't do all that type of stuff, right? So I'm just different anyway. But like I tell people, I need to be able to, like this camp I had this summer. I had kids that was 5 years old to 15 years old meet a couple millionaires, some six-figure earners that had the same skin as them. I never met that at that age. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The richest person
Right.
I met at that age was a street guy. So
Right.
just
Uh,
in that one camp, I just gave them something I never had. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and that's how you change the narrative because they be like, oh, he just do real estate and he got a car like that, or he just do this and he just do that. Like, I want, and we had one of my mentees. I was like, them little abandoned houses y'all be sitting in and skipping school and smoking in and all
yeah,
that. Them
Right.
houses. I'm gonna meet you. Here go my guy Mike, right? My guy Mike. If you just write that instead of going in there and doing all that illegal stuff, write down the address and give it to Mike. And if Mike sell that house, you're gonna get you a $5,000 bonus or something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
see, something
yeah,
like that's what I'm talking about.
yeah, yeah,
Something like that. Give them
yep,
an incentive.
yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? To want to do better. And
yeah,
that's why I was saying, like, but it first starts with the healing process
yeah, yeah,
first.
yeah, yeah,
When you see yourself in that aspect, when you see yourself in a more stable light, if you see yourself in a better lifestyle than what you're dealing with right now, that's when the healing is going to take place because you're going to be able to sit up there and focus on, okay, this is what I need to do to correct me. I'm not a part of my situation. I'm not a part of my environment. I'm just in it.
yeah.
And that's what we want the young men and young ladies to know that
It's,
you're not your environment. You just
yeah.
in it.
And that's why what we doing together is gonna be good because you coming from that angle and me coming because let me tell you this, like, okay, if I say if you say do right, I can show y'all how to do this. I can get y'all mind right, all that right. And
Mm-hmm.
I say do right, do this, but I got $1,000 for y'all to win. Who you think the kids gonna line up to talk to?
You.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They look at
So
that $1,000.
so even
They're not gonna talk. They're
so
not
no.
gonna
So
talk
what
to
I'm
the big
saying
fool
is
I
even
do.
no, I'm saying is it is unfortunate. It is unfortunate, but I just live in reality because I deal with them every day, so I know what's gonna grab them. No matter I can tell them I can tell them stuff that'll change their life. If I ain't talking about no dollar or some money right now, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? They're just
Yep.
and it's sad because they'll lose out on the long range goal of winning for a short term game, but that's just where they at mentally. Because so to what you were saying is to heal them mentally, we gotta heal them mentally, but lead with well, this is a way to make some money. Because if we're
Mm-hmm.
not talking to them about money at the same time, they're gonna miss it because all they care about is
Right.
money.
All they
And,
care
it,
about
and
is
it's
money right
sad,
now.
Yeah.
and it's unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that's what it is. So we have to lead with, hey, I got some good mentorship, and that's why I always talk about everything
Oh.
positive, but I always
Mm.
back it up with a way to make some money.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
just thought about something too.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Since you guys like to make money, what do you like to do more? What interests you the most in
Yeah,
life right
yeah,
now? Well, I
yeah,
like to play
Yeah.
video games. Did you know that you can go to school and design them and get paid for them?
yeah. And
Yeah.
Well,
that's
I
the
like to
stuff.
sit up there and I like to do here. Did you know that you can go to school? Yeah, I know I can go to school. Okay, but did you know that if you come up and design a new hairstyle or something like that, people will want to pay you for that hairstyle?
Mhm.
Right. Yeah. And
So
like nothing. Oh,
go ahead.
I was going to say another thing too, man. Some things that even with myself learning, as you say, dealing with money. we all want money. Money is part of life. And like for like you said, study, investment, study money, because that's why I'm telling some of these younger kids out here, you, once you start studying money, how money is a tool for wealth. That's all it is. It's a
Yeah.
tool to get access to assets,
Yeah.
house, cars, land, all the stuff that the people want. Money is a tool to get wealth. So once you start studying money and how money moves, because you just like, hey, we all want
Money
it.
is just a foundation.
Why not
Yeah.
study it?
It's just something to use.
Yeah,
Money is just a foundation
And
on what,
that's
because everybody think money is the well, I'm prosperous because I got money. No, you're prosperous because of the things that you got with your money that adds value to everything else.
and that's the key, right? But the problem is getting that, when, because like you say, we're dealing with mindset. At the same time, we're trying to change environments. It's a mindset and an environment. It's a lot of different changes at once, right?
Right.
So once we say don't worship, like rich people don't worship money. When you learn
right.
how to learn how to play this game, it's
Mm-hmm.
so easy, right?
Yep.
The people that worship money is the people that don't got it. So if we
Yep.
can figure out how to show
Walking
you
around
that,
with it on instead of
yeah,
investing it.
yeah,
You
you know
see,
what I'm
you
saying?
see
So
more money on
if we
them
can
than you
show
see
you a
where.
different way, then you'll stop worshiping. Then you'll realize that it's really not
Yeah.
nothing. It's really just paper. The only people
Yeah.
that start saying money really ain't nothing is the people that start attaining it and start realizing it. You'll never see the people that's struggling say that, and that's why they
Right.
worship it and they'll do anything for it. So
Right.
Right.
not even having a lot of money, if we start learning about money and teaching about money and starting
Yep.
let people know that it's really not. You really want to make sure you got a good friendship leverage. You want to get, because all that stuff is resources too. When we say the house of resources, is not about money. It's about relationships. It's about partnership. The resources is a lot of things other than money. Yeah, money is a part of being a resource, but it's not the only resource. So
Right.
we have to teach all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Not only that,
Right.
but teach them, saying that you are the commodity, you are the money,
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
you are the
whatever.
commodity is you.
Yeah, you
People are coming
because
for to pay for you. They're
yep,
paying for you. So your idea out there, we're gonna show you. Okay, what idea do you have? That's what we're gonna tap into.
yeah,
What idea do you have for your business? Well, I
Yeah.
right
want to
now.
do this. Okay, write this down. One. Number
Hmm.
two. Well, I can't do anything because I'm a kid. You a lie. Yes, you can. Go
Yeah,
here and start your business right now.
yeah,
All
like
right.
nothing, like yeah, another thing too, man. Like I said, they are the commodity. Any kind of skill set is a commodity.
Uh
You
huh.
know what I'm saying? Hey, you like to do computers? Hey,
You're a
IT,
commodity.
yeah, that's a commodity right there. You gain a skill set. A lot of these companies out here, hey, they paying top dollar for cybersecurity and everything else. And
Yeah.
then even when you obtain
My
that
area of
skill set,
expertise.
yeah, when you obtain that
Of
skill
my
set,
area of expertise,
yeah,
cybersecurity. So yeah. So man.
like I said, teach them about entrepreneur, where you own your skill set.
Right.
You know what
And
I'm saying? You own that. You know what I'm
And the
saying?
thing about it
And
is, it's not even that it's a luxury no more. You have to. Robots are going to be
you,
doing all these jobs pretty soon, man. If you don't have a skill set, if you
Right.
don't have a trade, if you don't have none of this stuff, it's going to be hard. It's going to
yeah,
be
It's
hard.
gonna
I'm
be
just
very,
telling you,
very
it's going to
hard.
be hard. It's going to
yeah,
be hard. So it's not even like we saying it, like it's just something to have on the side. No, it's a necessity.
yeah,
That's why, usually we're going to be giving out scholarships to people that want to go to skills and trade school. If you want to learn a skill
Right.
or you want to go to trade school, those are the people we trying to raise money and give scholarships to. We're not
right.
no colleges, and I'm not against colleges, but we want to raise money for specific skills and trade schools. You want to be
Yeah,
an electrician, you want to be a plumber, you want to be this.
mechanic.
You know what I'm saying? You want to be.
Right.
That's who we raise the money for.
Right.
As
And
well as trying to
how
help a
about
lot of
this?
the other youth start businesses.
How about this? When they first come in, this is what we'll do. This is, and I'm gonna implement this in the handbook. When they first come in, we're gonna have them write three things. What caused trauma in your life? All right. We don't want you to relive it. We just want you to write it down. Fold it up and write your name on it. One. Number two, we want you to sit up there and what type of business do you want to do? What interests you? What are your interests right now? Write that down. Fold it up, write your name on it. All right. Then the third and final thing is, where do you see yourself in 5 years right now? write that down, put your name on it, fold it together, staple it together, and we're going to put it in your file. All right. Now we want you to set goals. All right. Set some goals for yourself. First goal is through this week. If you can get through those goals through this week, set some goals for the next few months. Right. Then once you finish those goals through that next few months, now try for this year. Try for next year. You meet those goals, you just overcame your trauma. One. Number two, you just set yourself up for success in your life. And number three, you just told every naysayer in your life to off. You know what I'm saying? Kiss my black, you know what?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so this is what I see right now. Like, hey, write these things down. And if you want to talk about it, we're here. If you don't want to talk about it, it's just written down. It's not there anymore. You wrote it down on paper. You don't have to worry about it no more. It's out. Because once you hold on to something, that's what keeps you bound.
Yeah, that'll be big. That'll be
That,
big.
you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like,
and I love these conversations, man. We already over an hour. We've been hey, it's been so long. Hey, it's been so long.
yeah, man. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Go look in the mirror and say that one more time, man. Go look in the mirror and say that it's been so long. You the culprit.
Hey, but I promise we're gonna come out this. One thing about my two words for this 2024 is definitely staying. I don't want blank right now, but consistent and executing. They're my two words for this year.
Yep.
I want to
Consistency
execute
and execution. All right, hey, I'm with that one. Consistency and execution. All right, cool.
And I think if we do that in life in general, but especially in business, I think this is gonna be a big year. Well, I know this is gonna be a big year for us.
Hey man, I already see it right now. Even now, we just talking about it. So the
Yeah,
year is already big. Even
and
now.
see, like the more we talk, the more the ideas come. So that's what's gonna be so good about us being consistent and coming on here and talking it out and getting the people to know who we are. That's all part of that consistency. And then it's gonna help us execute because we coming up with the ideas. Like you say, I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna add this. I'm gonna do this. Now we already know we gotta start. We gotta really hit them hard with at least 5 solid events. So you know what I'm saying. So just tonight, just meeting back up with you guys. We already got some stuff on paper that we can go. Now it's talking about what execute. And then be consistent and come right back here next week and keep talking. So and then after we talk, we go do what? Execute, and then we be consistent, and then we meet right back. You know what I'm saying? So if we consistent and execute, it's gonna be a huge year, man. So that's my 2 words for this year. Y'all have any last words as we end this show, man? We just said a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I think we kind of missed each other. We showing some bro love right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I see you, brother. I see you. No.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, just like you said, man, that's the most important thing. You know, being consistent and executing, because that's one of the things we have to do. And especially in business and entrepreneurship, because as we were talking about with the youth, that's one of the things. Telling the youth, always telling them, hey, whatever your hobbies or your passion, right? If you're passionate about something, you passionate about, I don't know, IT or whatever, mechanics. That's how that seed of entrepreneurship comes into play. Yeah. Because if you're passionate about it, you know things about it. It's not just a job to you, or it's just not something, oh well, I'm just doing this to get some money or whatever. No, if you're passionate about it, hey, you're gonna be out there every day, saying, putting your time and effort into it, because that's your passion. Yeah. And you learning and you making money off your passion. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's where that seed of idea entrepreneurship, because you know what it takes for that passion. You have good ideas about it. You know the information. You know the ins and out about. Let's say someone's passionate about mechanics. This kid knows ins and out about cars and engines and everything else. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well turn that skill set, that passion, into a business. You know what I'm saying? Because any job, there's nothing wrong working for a company but that's what these companies they.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no, you good. They just look for your skill set. They're making money off of your skill set. So if that kid gets going to mechanics, get certified in mechanics, he go work for a company. Hey, master that skill set, work for a company, maybe few 4 or 5 years or whatever. Then hey, you can start start making your own mechanic company because that's your passion. Turn your passion into a skill set, and then turn that skill set to ownership.
Make sure you
You,
be
you,
good.
you know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's your money. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just a job.
Yeah.
It's not just a job for you, because we all working at I've been there. I've been had that mindset where I'm going to just go and working at a job to make some money. And how many times you hear people, including yourself, you working at a job that you don't even like, just to make some money, make ends meet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what dealing with with the youth and stuff, with these kids, where they got so many ideas and they're passionate about a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to have a couple, some you're passionate about a lot of things, but it takes that one to kick it off to help support those other things that you are passionate about. You know what I'm saying? So, 2024, like you said, being consistent and execution.
Executing. That's the two
That,
words.
Right.
that's execute. So that I'm with you on that, brother. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like my final words. But you go ahead, Jason.
I have no final words. I've said all the thing I had to say.
All right, man. Well, it's another good episode, man. I appreciate talking to y'all, brothers. I'll be getting with you. Like I said, I got a meeting in the morning with the radio station. After that, with the city council. So I'll hit you in the group chat tomorrow and let you know how both of those things go, and we'll just keep going from there.
If we bug you, man, just because we want to know, all right?
Nah.
Get us this time, Tony. We're tracking you down, bruh. And
he said if we bug you, so
door.
basically let you know I'm gonna be hitting you up to see if you can
We're gonna knock on your door. We don't care if you got the German Shepherd. We're gonna knock on your door. We're gonna feed him some food so he can eat. But we're gonna talk to you. We're gonna come knock on your door.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a Three's Company moment. I knock on our door.
Nah, y'all gonna hear from me tomorrow after I get through with both of them. I'll definitely be hitting you up.
All right, brother. No problem, man. No problem.
Something really jump. We might get back on another call or something. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that'd be a blessing, brother. That'd be a blessing. Hey, call it speak into existence, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
man.
sir.
Y'all have a good night, man. I'll hit y'all tomorrow after my 2 meetings, man. We'll go from there.
All right, man. You take it easy, brother.
Thanks, man.
Take it.
Yeah.